Welcome to the Ramayan, Stories of Dharm and Devotion. I'm Sandeep, your storyteller, guiding you through the timeless epic of Valmiki's Ramayan. While our narrative is primarily rooted in Valmiki's version, we also incorporate stories from other Indian texts and versions of the Ramayan to offer a wholesome experience of this eternal tale. In today's episode, we delve into the origins and arrival of Khar and Dushan, two powerful Rakshas warriors whose confrontation with Ram will ignite the next chapter of this epic tale.
Shurpanakha's anguished cry, following her humiliation at the hands of Lakshman, reverberated through the dense forests of Panchvati. She fled to her brothers Khar and Dushan, seeking vengeance against Ram and Lakshman for disfiguring her. But to understand the magnitude of what was about to unfold, we must first look at the lineage of these fearsome Rakshas. Khar and Dushan were the twin sons of Rākā, one of the three giantesses who served their father, Sage Viśravas. Viśravas, the son of the great Pulastya, was a revered sage descended from Brahma himself. Initially, Viśravas lived a life of austere penance, but circumstances changed when Kuber, his firstborn son and the ruler of Lanka, sought to appease his father. Kuber, recognizing his father's isolation, gifted him giantess Kaksi as attendant. Faithful and devoted, Kaksi served Viśravas well, earning his favor. Over time, she bore him children who would shape the destiny of the Rakshas clan. She gave birth to Rāvan and Kumbhakarna, destined to rise as powerful figures in Rakshas lore, Vibhishan, whose path diverged toward dharm and wisdom, and their sister Shurpanakha. Khar and Dushan, who were sons of Kaksi's sister Rākā, were the cousins of Rāvan, and grew up under the shadow of their infamous brother Rāvan, the mighty king of Lanka. Known for their brute strength and unyielding loyalty, they were entrusted with governing the Dandaka Forest, a region steeped in chaos and violence. From their stronghold, they ruled with fear, commanding legions of Rakshas and maintaining Rāvan's dominion over the wilderness. When Shurpanakha arrived at their lair, her disfigured face and bloodied form enraged her brothers. "Who dared harm you, sister?" Khar roared, his voice reverberating through the cavernous halls. "Tell us, and we will bring their heads to you." Through her sobs, Shurpanakha recounted the events at Panchvati, the humiliation, the rejection, and Lakshman's brutal act of cutting her nose. "They are mere mortals," she spat, "to princes living with their wife in a forest hut. Yet they dared to defy me, to insult the Rakshas. This insult cannot go unpunished." Khar's fury burned like an inferno. "No mortal can insult our bloodline and live to tell the tale," he declared. "Ram and Lakshman will pay for their arrogance." Dushan, more calculating but equally enraged, said, "We will not just avenge you, sister. We will make an example of them, showing all who dare to oppose the Rakshas the price of their folly." Shurpanakha's vengeance, however, was not purely about her personal humiliation. Deep in her heart, she carried the weight of an old grudge. Her brother Rāvan, once her protector, had destroyed her life by killing her beloved husband, Vidyutjiv. Though she had feigned loyalty to him over the years, she secretly wished for his downfall. This confrontation at Panchvati, she realized, could set into motion events that would ultimately lead to Rāvan's demise. Khar, underestimating the strength of his enemies, decided to send a contingent of 100 warriors to deal with the brothers. Guided by Shurpanakha, these Rakshas soldiers stormed toward Panchvati, their weapons gleaming in the forest light. But as they approached Ram and Lakshman, they encountered not mere mortals, but warriors of unparalleled skill and divine strength. Lakshman, wielding the celestial sword he had found in the forest, charged at the Rakshas with unyielding determination. Ram, with his bow gifted by sage Agastya, unleashed a storm of arrows. Each arrow, imbued with divine power, struck its mark, cutting through the Rakshas' ranks like a blazing fire through dry leaves. The Rakshas soldiers, though fierce, were no match for the brothers. One by one, they fell, their cries of defeat echoing through the forest. Within moments, The battlefield lay silent, littered with the bodies of Khar's warriors. Shurpanakha, watching from a distance, was horrified. She fled back to Khar, her fury now mixed with fear. "Brother," she cried, "those mortals are not ordinary men. They wield powers beyond imagination. Your warriors have been slain. You must act now." Khar, his pride wounded, decided to send a larger force, this time led by his trusted brother Dushan. Dushan, renowned for his cunning and skill, assembled an army of several thousand Rakshas and marched toward Panchvati. The forest trembled under the weight of their approach. Ram, standing calm yet resolute, prepared for the onslaught. "Lakshman," he said, "this battle will test us. But remember, we fight not for ourselves, but to protect the dharm of this land." As Dushan's army closed in, Ram invoked a divine astra gifted by Agastya, the Gandharvastra, a weapon of illusion. As the Rakshas approached, the Gandharvastra enveloped them in its mystical power, creating an illusion where each soldier saw their comrades as Ram. Confused and disoriented, the Rakshas turned on one another, their blades striking their own ranks. The battlefield descended into chaos as Dushan's soldiers fought and killed each other, unable to see through the illusion. Dushan, realizing the treachery of the situation, tried to rally his forces. But it was too late. Ram and Lakshman advanced through the battlefield, their arrows cutting down the remaining Rakshas with precision and efficiency. Finally, Ram's celestial arrow struck Dushan, ending his life and scattering the last remnants of his army. Shurpanakha, witnessing the devastation, once again fled to Khar, her voice trembling as she recounted the events. "Dushan is dead, and his army destroyed. Ram is no ordinary man, he is a force of destiny. You must avenge us, or the Rakshas' name will be tarnished forever." Khar, now consumed by rage and humiliation, decided to lead the battle himself. Gathering his remaining forces, he marched toward Panchvati with vengeance burning in his heart. The heavens themselves seemed to hold their breath as the final confrontation began. The gods, saints, and rishis assembled above, watching the battle unfold with awe and anticipation. "Ram is no ordinary mortal," they whispered among themselves. "This battle will mark the beginning of Raavan's downfall." Khar, wielding his colossal make, charged at Ram with unrelenting fury. "Ram," he roared, "you may have defeated my warriors, but you will not escape my wrath." Ram, unshaken, raised his bow. His quiver, enchanted by Agastya, never ran out of arrows. With calm precision, he released a volley of celestial arrows. Each arrow struck with devastating force, reducing Khar's army to mere ashes. Finally, the battlefield was clear, save for Khar himself. The Rakshas' warrior, bloodied but defiant, faced Ram. "You may destroy my army," Khar said, "but you will never defeat the will of the Rakshas." Ram, his voice steady, replied, "Khar, your will is rooted in adharm. You chose to disrupt the peace of this land and harm the innocent. For this, you must face justice." With a final arrow, glowing with divine light, Ram struck Khar. The force of the arrow was so immense that it pierced through Khar's chest, ending his life instantly. The mighty Rakshas fell, his body shaking the ground as it collapsed. The forest grew silent once more. The oppressive energy of the Rakshas' presence lifted. Once Khar was slain, Ram turned to Lakshman and said, "The danger has passed. Bring Sita out from the cave, so she may see that peace has been restored." Lakshman emerged from the cave with Sita, their faces reflecting both relief and admiration. Sita, her eyes filled with gratitude, said, "My lord, your strength and righteousness have brought peace to this land once more. You have upheld dharm and protected the innocent from the forces of adharm." Above, the gods in the heavens rejoiced, showering flowers upon Ram as a gesture of their gratitude. The sages and saints who had witnessed the battle from afar bowed in reverence, their faith in Ram renewed and their prayers answered. Ram, ever humble, replied, "This victory is not mine alone. It is the victory of Dharm over adharm. Let this be a lesson to all who seek to disrupt the harmony of the world." Though the battle was won, Ram knew this was only the beginning. The news of Khar and Dushan's defeat would soon reach Rāvan, setting into motion events that would shape the destiny of all involved. This battle, where Ram single-handedly vanquished Khar, Dushan, and their armies, is a testament to his divine strength and unwavering commitment to Dharm. It is a moment of triumph that echoes through the ages, reminding us of the eternal struggle between righteousness and chaos.
In the next episode, we will witness how this news reaches Rāvan and the fateful decisions he makes in response. Join me as we continue this epic saga of love, sacrifice, and dharm. Thank you for listening to the Ramayan stories of Dharm and Devotion. Please share this podcast with your loved ones, and may its timeless lessons inspire your journey. While we may not know exactly what happened, this eternal story of the Ramayan serves as a guide for how we conduct ourselves in our day-to-day lives. Until next time, may the light of Dharm guide your path and fill your heart with peace.